Hey, Paul, is that you?
Hey, George, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You can take it away. We're about we're right at the top of the hour.
We're at the top of the hour. I just couldn't log in there. So, anyways, things are good. We're hopping here. So, I don't know if Armen got on board, but welcome everybody to our daily update call. It's George Hogan, our good friend Paul Morris, who is our executive of the Advisory Council, and if you don't know him, it's 50 years of experience in networking and owning MLM companies and being in the top of several companies and various income streams and consultant and on the DSA and at every conference I can imagine, been around the world and seen everything. And it's a real privilege to have you here, Paul, and really help us through this startup phase, which is an amazingly complex phase. I've been through it before, you've been through it before, but boy, what an exciting time this is as we get this company launched, and I know Armen is working around the clock to make that happen, as is you and Kevin and that great company, CCB MLM, down there in Fort Lauderdale. Very, very happy. From what our fearless leader said, Mr. Armen Temurian, has said that he got to see kind of a fuller version of it today, and he couldn't stop talking about it all afternoon. And I don't know if he's on this call, but maybe you can take it away, Paul. I mean, people want an update, and if they listen to the 6 o'clock call, there's a lot of good updates, in particular how close we are to getting the back office up and running. He said he'd have several things to say about that, and also, the new product that is we're going to hook up here, our new mini miner, and it's under production, and he said that the first run is coming out here late next week, the week after, and we're looking to get those out. But first, we got to open our website, get our back office, see what's back there, make sure everything's good. And he kept saying how robust this back office is, the best he's ever seen. And I haven't seen it, but I know he has seen a lot of companies, and that this is the best he's ever seen. So, Paul, why don't you do a little kind of update of where we are on our software and our genealogies, what people can expect when they open their website and get their login, how they can get their login, and then how you see this unfold over the next week.
Absolutely. It'd be totally my pleasure here. And I just wish that I had been a fly on the wall in Armen's office out there in Glendale when he was taking a tour of what Kevin's put together here on our software. And I lost count of the number of wows he said. We'd show him one page and he'd go, wow. And then we'd show him another page and he'd go, wow. And then he kept saying, this is going to be $1 billion company with this software. And we'd say, yeah, it is. And so that was the response of our CEO, when he saw all that we had. And you're talking about a gentleman that's looked at many different software companies, been pitched by all the biggest and the best out there, and then finally decided to go with Kevin's software program, which is the biggest and the best in the world. Literally 20 years in the making, over $6 million invested in the infrastructure, and I believe if you gave somebody $6 million, maybe even $10 million today, they couldn't duplicate it right away. I mean, I don't know if they could ever duplicate it. You can't squeeze 20 years of experience overnight into just putting something together that took 20 years of development. And so we do have the most, I'm tempted to say one of the, that's out of habit of not making a claim, but I'll be bold and say the absolute best software for the network marketing industry, and particularly into the crypto space. It's very robust. It's designed to interface with APIs with all of the data exchanges to do with cryptocurrency, and I know that you're all going to be impressed. I know that and I don't want to oversell it and have you disappointed, but if you've ever dealt with any back office with any other MLM company, you're going to be impressed. You're going to be impressed with all the various functions that it has. You're going to be impressed with just how robust it is and all of the various things that it does, and that's kind of the engine that drives this. I mean, a lot of people are going to say, well, all right, you just looks like another one, just like all the other ones. What makes this different than all the others out there? Well, there's going to be two things. One is the mini miner. Nobody else has that. But you know what? Maybe someday somebody will get close to getting something maybe like that. But the other thing is it's our back office software. No one will ever have any software as fine and as incredible and as robust as this software is. And so it's been a major feat, as you heard Armen share just a few nights ago, how corrupt the data was that we've had to transfer over, and that just complicates things. But Kevin's philosophy is if it's really difficult, he'll do it right away. If it's totally impossible, it might take a day or two longer. But Kevin's philosophy is that he can do anything, and he has, and it's all put together. We're literally all systems go down here in Florida, just waiting for the final, word from Armen to, flip the switch and throw things on here. And I would say that we're really, really close. Now, what to expect? When we finally get that, and we're not sure. They keep adding other data they want us to integrate, and things they want to retroactively backfit, and we just got more data today to integrate. And so with all that, we're not sure what it's going to be. If it's going to be 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a week, but we know one thing, it's going to, when we flip the switch and it goes on, everything's going to be perfect. Everything's going to be working smoothly, flawlessly, like a fine-tuned Rolls Royce. And so it is that close. We're just waiting for some, final things from Armen, and then we will be ready to go. But what to expect? When that site goes on, you'll all be given, I guess you'll get probably emails, texts, phone calls from your upline, and they'll be inviting you to go in and log in. And we're going to disable the join button for, we don't know if it's going to be 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, until you, the field leaders, are comfortable that the data that we've been able to massage and bring over is correct. And so we're going to ask you to go in and make sure that you have your correct data in your profile. And you'll see a little menu bar on the left, and it'll say profile. Click on that. It'll open up. It'll show name, address, phone number, email. Double check that. Don't just take for granted it's correct. Make sure it is the correct email. Make sure, check your sponsor. If you're sponsored by Bill Smith and it says Tom Jones, go, uh-oh. You'll need to let us know through a help desk ticket that is not correct. But before we really just open up the join button, open up the floodgates, and then thousands of people come pouring in, we want to make sure that you're comfortable that your genealogy is correct. And so please pay attention to that. Be on deck if you're going to be out of town or on vacation or whatever, or not answering your regular phone. Check in with your sponsor and make sure that they are able to alert you when this is all ready to go. Because as soon as we can get in, make sure our profiles are all correct. As soon as we can open up that join button and let things rip, you'll be able to go in, order your mini miner, and get that on order. I know every one of you are going to want one of those. It's just an amazing thing, and right now, it's a one of a kind. We're the only one in the world that have one of that nature. And I know you'll see, oh yeah, that's like other. No, it's not like the Raspberry Pi. It's not like anything else that's out there. This is a horse. This is a workhorse. This is a unique animal, and this is literally, something that we have and no one else has. And I've heard my whole life that if you want to, make millions of dollars, just build a better mousetrap, and they'll come beating a path to your door. And that's what Raj has done here for Armen. He has built a better mousetrap, and it's patent pending, and we are the exclusive distributors of this, and no one else in the world can get it anywhere except through you. And so that puts just an amazing position here to literally corner a market in an industry. It separates us from all the others. It gives us a real product. It gives us something that, separates us from all the other types of programs that are out there. And so that is exciting, and I'm looking to see if Armen's come on. I don't see him on our dashboard here. Armen, if you're there, say hey or holler. And you may
Hey, Paul.
Oh, you are here. Okay, you must have come in through somebody else's phone here. All right. Excellent. Armen, we're so glad you're here. We know there's a couple major key components here. One is our software, and then the other is the mini miner. And you've been talking to Raj, I guess, several times today. Can you kind of give us a little update on that and how unique and special it is, and why everybody on this phone call tonight can not only have hope for the future, that they've got a program that's going to be here to stay, and they'll have a unique niche in this market here, but why they can get excited about this mini miner we're all talking about. Take it away, Armen.
Well, thanks, Paul, and welcome everybody to our conference call tonight. I'm really excited to be on tonight because I was able to get a little glimpse of our back office this morning, and I can tell you that it's probably the greatest back office ever created in the history of MLM, if there's even such a word like that. But it's so cool, it's so sophisticated, it's so detailed, and it covers every single feature that's really great and that's dynamic. You have to have a company that's really dynamic in every way. And I must say the back office work that Kevin and the team did and if he's on this call, he can maybe share with us. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with what they've done. They worked really hard. They worked day in, day out, and they've created something very special, very sophisticated back office. And I'm proud to say that we're, and I'll probably let Paul say that, we're very close to getting started and rolling here. I'm really excited because not only do we have a great back office, we have a really dynamic product, guys. So a dynamic back office, a dynamic product such as the mini miner. I've been on the phone with Raj almost daily now, and he's getting the first batch of mini miners ready. And I think by next weekend, we'll have the first couple 500 mini miners ready in boxes to be shipped out to the first lucky 500 people. And it'll be kind of like a first come basis situation, everybody. Of course, all the leaders, some of our major leaders on the ground, they'll get hooked up, we'll have a certain number for them. But, it'd be like a first come basis when you go on to the website in the next, very soon, you'll be able to place your order in, and I suggest you do it. This is a revolutionary product because for the first time ever, we have taken the crypto space that's so dynamic, and we have seen so many people cross over from the MLM industry, cross the bridge from product MLM companies, because it's so hard to do product MLM. It's not the same as it was before. Bridge over and cross over the bridge to the crypto side. But when they bridged over, they saw nothing but disappointment. This is revolutionary what's happening at Vista. For the first time ever, you have a true cryptocurrency company. And yesterday, Louis and I did a video on this, and we'll blast that out on the internet. It's on our social media site, hire.org. Talking about that and welcoming everybody to 2018, to Vista 2.0, to the first company ever that's cryptocurrency, and that's true. The word true means real. It means pure. It means the real thing, in compliant with a real product, with a awesome back office. It's a $6 million plus back office software system with the best programmers, fully supporting it 24/7, which will allow us to blow this up, to become a big company and not have any thresholds. Combined with the most dynamic leadership on the field. So we have the most dynamic back office and a beautiful website. We have the most dynamic product, all married into one. Then we have the best company, meaning the first true company out there that's, by the books, in compliance, and then top that off with the most dynamic leadership in the industry here at Vista. Some of you guys, I'm talking to you and you know who you are. There's no questions asked. If you did a little history check on some of you guys who are on this call, representing hundreds of people or thousands of people in your genealogies, there's no questions what kind of legends or icons you guys are. And I'm telling you, if there was a company that we can create a legacy, we can do it with this moment here. And you're here at Vista, topping it off with the most dynamic leadership on the ground here, taking this dynamic product to the marketplace. I cannot imagine if this could get any better, Paul. I mean, people are dying from excitement at Vista, which is incredible. People aren't sleeping at night who are hearing about this message and vision at Vista. We're here to help the people. That comes first. And I want everybody to know that as the Chief Executive Officer for this company, the only thing we care about is helping the people. We are going to do anything and everything at Vista to give hope back to everybody so they can dream again. They can have real hope, not false hope. And we can help satisfy that and realize that through this dynamic cooperation or company or situation we've created here at Vista. We're going to do everything possible to give you all the tools for free to give you anything you need to win at Vista. So, guys, we're so excited about this. In a couple of days, we'll also launch a vertical site called VistaLive.com, VistaLive.com, where you guys can send everybody for basic information on Vista and, videos and everything. But our site will be up. Our back office is awesome. Paul, I'm so excited, and I want to thank you so much for believing in us and catching the vision that, when I came down there to see you guys, you and your team, and thank you. Thank you for catching the vision, and thanks for getting it, and that's so important to us. And I promise you, as a CEO and co-founder, and on behalf of the other two co-founders, we're not going to let anybody down. We're going to work really hard. We're always going to do the right thing. We're always going to work hard, and we're always going to protect the people. Thank you for being here at Vista and leading this incredible movement going forward. Back to you, Paul. Appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Armen, and I just want to share with you the vision that we caught was that you are a visionary and that you have that vision for this company to the extent that it would be different than anything else out there, that it would be legitimate, that it would be authentic, that it would have every I dotted, every T crossed, and that would be fully compliant. And when I saw that, and then I saw your heart that was literally, for the new distributor, the person that is joining that maybe, is not a heavy hitter, maybe has not even been in network marketing before, but you wanted a program that would allow that brand new distributor to be able to prosper. And when I sensed that, I said, you know what, here's a guy with a real heart. Here's a guy with character. Here's somebody with integrity. And I knew when I met you and saw the character and integrity that you had, I said, you know what, that's going to attract partners that have character and integrity. And that team is going to attract other people that are authentic and have character and integrity. And as I see all of the field leaders that have been attracted to Vista, and I see on the dashboard many of them on the call right now, literally legend in our industry and people of character and integrity, and that's who you're attracting, Armen. And we are literally putting together one powerful team here, a team that together as a team, I don't believe there's anything we won't be able to do. And as a team, we're also going to need to police ourselves, as we're in a very precarious industry. And so we're going to need to make sure that, we're all saying the right things. We're all got the same dream. We're all on the same team, and we're all on the same page with what to say. And when Vista 2.0 officially launches, everything you've said, everything you've heard, everything you've seen becomes obsolete. We're going to go right by the script book, which is on that website. And if you've been using words that are not on that website anymore, just forget them. Erase them from your vocabulary. We want to be compliant. We want to be that one company that's that last one standing after all the regulatory agencies have had a heyday with all the others out there. We want to be that company when they look at us to say, wow, here's a company that's doing it right. And we're doing it right because we've got the right people that want to do the right thing. And I know, George, you're on the call, and did you want to say anything, or did you have anyone you want to introduce tonight, George?
I think that's it, Paul. And, we want to have these each night. We'll have another one tomorrow night because it's important that people have a way to know they can tune in and get the latest updates. You want to know exactly what happened on each day. I certainly I would want to know when I'm out there, whether you're connected to a leader or not to a leader. We don't, what I want to say, Paul, is this. The areas that we're working really hard on with Armen, and he's really insistent that we have these up to speed, and that is the customer service department and being able to respond quickly to people's inquiries, emails, and requests that they have some issue they want to make sure they get resolved. And then we have good communication. Number two is, constant communications. We're going to have a good setup of a schedule. When the calls are, you're going to know, you're going to have emails coming out that are going to alert you. Obviously, when you order a product, you're going to get an email that tells you what the shipping is, what the shipping number is, all the things you want to have that it makes our life easier in the field to make sure that we get everything is tracked, we know what's going on, and problems get resolved. That's why there's so many different moving parts. So Armen's taking part in making sure that everything's together. And a large part of that, Paul, is that software that we're going to have our internal trouble tickets so you can communicate directly. And when things all have systems and things go smoothly, everybody can go out and just build. We want to make sure that we're up with the manufacturing. We can supply the demand when it starts. So these are all the things that are happening behind the scenes to make sure that we launch correctly. And have as good a launch as possible. We know there's always going to be some issues that come up, but we're trying to avert all that we can by preparing this company before it launches. So hats off to Armen's crew, Louis and Hector, and you, Paul, and Kevin, and the group down in Florida, to make this as good as a smooth a launch and as powerful launch so we can go out and just make some money. So that's all I have to say, Paul. So thanks very much for holding this, and we'll have this call tomorrow night. So, Armen,
exactly.
Thank you.
And every night, same time, same place. Armen, you want to give the final good night?
Well, thank you, everybody, and welcome to Vista. We're just about ready to fire this up, so get ready to roll, everybody. It's really a proud moment, and thank you, everybody, for believing in us. Thank you so much. We're not going to let anybody down or anybody behind. Thank you, guys. God bless.
You got it. Thank you. Good night, and God bless everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.
Yep. Bye-bye.